So now as I begin this new journey as leader of Marquette, I first want to thank John and the search committee, the board trustees for providing me this wonderful opportunity. And I will just say John in particular was steadfast in helping me see the light. And I'll tell you, based on our personality profiles, we are very different, but we've really become great friends over this period of time. And I'd also like to thank Father Wild and the Marquette Jesuit community for putting their faith in me to lead this great institution. Father Wild in particular has been so supportive of my decision-making process, and I look forward to getting knowledge from both him and the Jesuits on this campus to ensure that we maintain Marquette's Jesuit mission. And finally, I really need to thank God for leading me to today. And I can tell you, I can promise you, as leader of Marquette University, I will constantly look to his guidance in the decisions that I make as Marquette's next leader. So looking forward, I think it's a good thing I like to work hard, because I think there's still a lot of work to do here. And first and foremost, the task at hand is beginning to fill several senior leadership positions on campus. And some of you may have heard that we need a new basketball coach, so that's first on the agenda. I'm also very excited because what the campus community has done in laying out the strategic plan beyond boundaries is really, really exciting to me. And I just really look forward to using this plan as a roadmap to really bolster Marquette's national reputation and provide innovative and transformational educational opportunities and research at all levels of our campus. I also, given my strong existing relationships with the Milwaukee community, I really want to plan on strengthening Marquette's involvement within Milwaukee, particularly with its strong focus on leadership expressed in service to others. Marquette is already nationally known for service and learning and community engagement, and I plan to increase those efforts to help solve many of the social and economic problems right here in Milwaukee. I'm also looking to help improve and enhance the already strong student experience at Marquette. I think we need to look at constructing new facilities and develop more programming on campus for the students. You know, for nearly 500 years, Jesuit education has transformed students to make our world better, and I am committed to building on that tradition while providing Marquette students a campus experience that is second to none. As you may have heard from Father Joe, you know, I'm going to work with him in the Jesuit community to increase my knowledge of the Jesuit tradition so that I am well prepared to lead a faith-based Catholic Jesuit university going into the 21st century. And finally, in light of the fact that Marquette was founded to educate the children of immigrants, I will work to help keep Marquette education accessible and affordable to all. Just to close, you know, I really couldn't be more excited to lead Marquette University at what I believe is a historic moment. I believe that by aligning the vast talents of the Jesuit community, our faculty, our staff, our students and alumni, to serve the needs of others, Marquette will make a transformational impact in Milwaukee and across the globe. Great things lie in the road ahead for Marquette, and it will be my great pleasure to serve as your leader. Thank you.
As you can imagine, Dr. Lovell has a busy day, but he does have time for a feew questions from the media.
First thing is to hire a basketball coach. Ben Allen was at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
His name's been mentioned. Is that somebody that you would look at?
Well, let me say this. Yeah, I have not been involved in the search process to date, and I'm going to get up to speed as quickly as possible on the potential candidates. And from as you and I read, there's a great pool out there for us to look at. And I will just tell you one thing: I will ensure that we get somebody who will be a successful basketball coach and lead us to great things on the court, but also going to be looking for someone who fits the values and the traditions of Marquette and our Jesuit community.
Doctor, who are your personal heroes? And does that include the model set by Pope Francis?
First of all, I think Pope Francis is really a great role model, and I really, what resonates with me about him is, you know, the way he does not judge others, and kind of his commitment to being very humble and down to earth, and those things are, I mean, those are things that I all relate to. And you know, actually, you know, John Paul II is someone who I remember I gave an interview for Milwaukee Magazine one time, and they said, well, who would you like most to have a meal with? And I said, John Paul II. And actually, they didn't print that, but but it's what I said and what I wanted, the way I felt. I think they could be, but no. So.
Was there something at UWM that finalized your decision to come to Marquette?
No. This was truly a decision that was based on the ability for me to practice my faith in my professional life. And I was very happy at Marquette. And if many of you are aware, I think that the university is doing quite well, and we're doing great things. And the people I work with there, I'm very close to, and that's actually the hardest part of accepting this position is actually leaving people that I have great respect for there. But there was nothing there that drove me here, I can tell you that.
Well, you don't officially take over until August 1st. When will you start your official university duties? Say tomorrow, looking for a new basketball coach?
Yeah. Well, actually, we will move as quick as possible on the basketball coach, and there'll be a time of transition. I think, to be honest with you, I think I have about 2 years worth of vacation left over at UWM, and so what the plan is I will start spending some time here on the campus, and over maybe the next 3 or 4 weeks start that and transition, out there and into Marquette.
Dr. Lovell, the position you have could be seen as somewhat aloof, present company accepted. But for students, how is it that you feel you can relate to them, and what does this mean to the student body?
Well, I always one of the things I miss most about being a chancellor, being a president, is my time in the classroom interacting directly with students. So one of the things that I've really prided myself on as chancellor of UWM is finding unique ways to interact with students at all different levels, whether that be I have office hours for students. UWM, I'll do the same thing here at Marquette. I have a running club at UWM where we have individuals from the campus from 19 to 72 years of age that we run with. And when students invite me to things, I go out of my way to try to make it there, to spend time with them, because again, I always say that I don't know about problems unless, if I don't know about problems, I can't fix them. And so one of the things that's really important to me is make sure I'm interacting with the students so that I can help make this a better campus for them.
Beyond the basketball,
2 more questions.
what are the pressures of being the first lay president of this university?
Well, I think one of the challenges you have is being, I'm not a Jesuit, and this has been a Jesuit institution for over 100 years, and so I think it's very important to me, I'll be quite frank, is I need to learn more about the Jesuit traditions and the Jesuit community, and so that I can lead this institution in the way that it was formed.
There are several open positions. How quickly will you begin to move on those beyond the basketball coach?
Yeah, well, I think part of that will be based on myself working with the Milwaukee, the campus and the community to see, to actually determine what positions we want to fill first. That's a conversation that we're going to have with shared governance, what we think is most important. And then once we get those conversations going. But I would say that, obviously the way academic searches work, typically they happen during the academic year. And so it may be difficult to fill many of the academic positions until, next academic year rather than in the summer.
Thanks very much, everybody.
So,
Appreciate it.
thank you.